let's talk about week 7, because it had good parts. It had some not so good parts. And it had some interesting parts. So let's jump into it. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Allie. I'm on a weight loss journey and I'm taking you along for the ride. Welcome. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my other videos. I post about what vitamins I'm taking, the supplements I'm taking, the protein that I like, different foods that have been awesome on this journey as I'm learning a healthier lifestyle. Okay, let's talk about this week. So this week I am now, so this was week 7. This is the first time that I have experienced constipation, not like in my life, but as a side effect of the Mounjaro shot. I did the shot for the first time this week, in my stomach. You know, you do 3 inches from your belly button is designated area. Anyway, so, I didn't have any extreme side effects other than constipation, and right after the shot for maybe 4 hours, I had a headache that was kind of come and go. I would have a headache, it'd be like 10 minutes, it would go away. I have a headache, it would go away. So it wasn't anything serious. I didn't take anything for it because I wanted to see, if it was going to go away on its own. Made sure I was hydrated, blah, 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 all the fun stuff. So, about halfway through the week, again, I hadn't changed anything that I was doing. So my diet is pretty boring at this point. It's a lot of protein shakes, grilled chicken, salads, green beans. I eat like the whole can of green beans. They're so good. Things that are high in protein, low in fat, low in sugar. And I don't do a whole lot of variation because I'm really trying to avoid some of the more extreme side effects where people get sick for days. And if you watch my other video, you'll see where that happened to me. Anyway, so my diet had not changed. My vitamins had not changed. Hydration had not changed, but I got constipated. So I'm like, okay. By the way, I lost another 2 pounds this week. So still losing weight on 2.5, which is great. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I am going to stay on 2.5 until I stop losing weight. Just because people have a tendency to titrate up very quickly, and then I see them all posting in the support groups online, and they're so frustrated because they've tapped out, at the highest dose, and they haven't reached their goal weight, and I have quite a ways to go. So, anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. So I got constipated. That was not fun. I had a really stressful week at work. I think that probably had something to do with it as well. And I think that it just caught up to me. I don't know if I wasn't staying as hydrated as I normally have been. I feel like I was doing the same, but this was a good eye-opener for me because tracking water / electrolytes is not something that I've been doing. That's like the only thing I'm not tracking. I'm tracking my calories, I'm tracking my weight once a week, tracking calories daily, everything I eat. But I have not been tracking my water. So I'm wondering if, because I was stressed out at work, I didn't drink as much as I normally would, therefore constipation. I don't know. So I started incorporating some prunes into my diet. Those are fun. You can get those individually wrapped ones. They come in the bag. That has been great. I got prune juice just in case, although I tend to steer away from juices because they can make your sugar spike. But I did get some just in case. I also got the Ducalax chews. That did a whole lot of nothing. That was a waste of $6 or $7 right there. That did nothing. Probably because of the delayed digestion, but it's like, oh, you get relief in 30 minutes or less. Yeah, no. It was like 6 hours later, and I was like, I am still in pain. This is not fun. So I did end up going with Eculax, I think is the brand. Anyway, it's like a straight up laxative. It says take 2 twice a day until something happens. I took 2, nothing happened for 6 hours, took 2 more, and then I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and could finally go. So, that was not fun, but it was also not as bad as it could have been. I see a lot of people who wait until they've been constipated for 4, 5, 6 days and then try to do something about it. After that first day, I was like, nope, I know what this feels like. This is not good, not right. I'm gonna do something about it now. And I am so grateful that I did. So, stay hydrated, my friends. Like I mentioned, I did lose another 2 pounds. So at this point, I have lost 27 pounds total. Yay! It's great. I still don't see it when I look in the mirror. And this is one of those things that I see a lot of people post about online, and they're like, oh, you know, I've lost 30 pounds, 40 pounds. I don't see it when I look at myself, and I don't. But I feel it in my body, if that makes sense. And I also am starting to feel it in my jewelry, because this ring used to be incredibly tight, and it's actually just slightly loose now. So very excited about that. I can feel it in my arms. My wife said that she noticed it in my ankles and you know, other places as well. I still don't see it when I look in the mirror, but I feel it. I feel I have a lot more energy. I'm feeling better. So please keep that in mind if you are also on a weight loss journey and you have a long way to go. Don't get discouraged with yourself if you're not seeing the results immediately. Okay, here's the important part for this video. The food noise and the hunger started to come back about 5 days after I took my shot. So for those of you who don't know, I do my shot on Friday nights after I get off of work, so that if I have any side effects, I have the whole weekend to recover, you know, for work on Monday. By day 5 after the shot, I started to feel hungry, like ravenously hungry. I would get hungry and it would be intense and it would come on very quickly. And I started to have the food noise that was coming back. And I've seen people post about this in the support groups, and they're like, oh, what should I do? Should I go up in dose? Should I take my shot earlier? Should I, you know, get 2 shots and space them out over the week, right? Here are my thoughts on this. I don't want to be on this medication forever. I don't. There are a lot of people that have accepted that obesity is a disease, that they will have to be on some kind of maintenance for these medications forever. Hey, Kevin! Oh, God! It's okay. I was attacked by a whippet. Attacked at 11. Anyway. So, anyway, I see people post all the time. They're like, oh, the food noise is starting to come back before it's time for my next shot. Do I need to go up a dose? What do I do? So You'll see a variety of answers on that. Here's my take. As long as I continue to lose weight on 2.5, I'm going to stay on 2.5. If I start to get hungry, I am going to use that time, those last few days before my next shot, as an opportunity to practice what I've learned. And I personally feel like, and we will see, time will tell, I personally feel like this kind of mindset that I have set for myself is going to be the difference between having to stay on this medication forever and having the option to wean off of it, not just cold turkey, but wean off of it and maintain the weight loss. There are so many people in the support groups, and it just kills me every day. And they're like, oh, I'm just eating the same thing that I ate before. I just eat less. So instead of eating 20 McDonald's nuggets, I just eat 6. Or instead of, eating a whole pizza, I just eat 3 pieces, right? And I'm not saying, oh, you can never have those things. But those people specifically are saying that they're not changing their diet. Oh, I'm eating the same thing that I ate before that got me to where I am today, right? I'm just eating less of it. Well, it got you where you are today because those were not healthy choices for your body on a regular basis. Like, can you have McDonald's? Sure. Can you, have it once in a while? Absolutely. But for people like me who have a food addiction, who have a binge eating disorder, who are, struggling with their relationship with food, that's not going to work for me, right? It's not going to work for me. It's like, I don't want to compare it to other addictions, but it can be, without doing the work, let's put it like this, without doing the work, it could be a trigger to send you down a path where instead of you're getting McDonald's once a month, you're getting it once a week. Then you're getting it twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is one of the areas where I feel like these medications do a detriment to so many people because we are not required, like with bariatric surgery, we are not required to do the therapy and meet with a nutritionist. They just give you the medication and say, here you go, take this, eat healthy, bye, do some exercise, drink your electrolytes. And some of these people claim their doctors don't even tell them that much. So it's on you to do the research. It's on you to do the work. And it's hard. It's hard. It's a lot easier. It would be a lot easier for me to say to my doctor, hey doc, the medication's wearing off a couple of days earlier than when I take my next shot. And I don't want to have the appetite suppression be gone that soon. So I'd like for you to bump me up to the next dose. I can do that. My doctor, she is freaking amazing. And she would be like, sure, okay, let's bump you up. That doesn't change my relationship with food. That doesn't encourage me to try to make healthier choices now. That doesn't set me up for where I want to be a year from now, right? That's the part that people are missing. That's what they don't get. Oh, I love this medicine. It makes me eat less. That is why there are so many people that are like, oh, this is the easy way out. Oh, you don't have to do any work. Oh, you just take a shot and the fat falls off of you, right? That's where that comes from. It's from those people. That study that they just did recently where, you know, some crazy amount of the participants gained back, like 80-90% of the people gained back the weight. What does that tell us? It tells us that they're not doing the work, that there's more to it than just taking the shot, losing the weight, the afterwards part, right? You have to do the work to get to that point. And it's hard. It's hard. And for those of you who are on this journey, you know, it sucks. It is not the easy way out. That is what ignorant people say who have no clue what they're talking about. It's hard work. It really is. Don't be afraid of hard work. For so many years, I have stood and held myself back from doing the work until finally I got fed up with myself and said, that's it. Zero excuses. I'm doing it. If you can hear the dogs, they're whining outside the door. I'm going to do the work, and I'm doing it. And if I'm on this medication at this dosage of 2.5, I'm still losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is healthy. If the medicine starts to wear off earlier and earlier, I am going to continue to make good choices and be healthy and do the exercise, right? Stay hydrated. I'm going to do it. And most importantly, you can do it too. I want you to remember this is a tool. And I say this exact same thing on every single one of those posts that I see. This is a tool to help you to get to where you want to be. If you don't want to be one of those people that loses 100 pounds and then turns around and 6 months after being off the medicine, because their insurance won't cover it anymore, because they've lost the weight and now they don't meet the requirements, if 6 months later you don't want to gain it all back, you have to do the work, and you have to do it now. You have to do it now. Okay. And I'm saying this as much for myself as I am for you. I want to encourage people to do the work. I want to encourage me to do the work. I need to do the work. And I am. And I'm holding myself accountable every meal. Not every day. Not, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Not, I don't feel like it today. Every meal is an opportunity for me to do it right. Do I think about ordering fast food? Yes, sometimes I do. Do I have cravings for things? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, today I had a craving for grilled cheese. So do you know what I did? I made little tiny mini grilled cheeses, and I made tomato soup to go with it, and I had a very small portion. I put a very small number of little grilled cheeses on my plate, and there was even 2 left on my plate because I'm working on trying to leave food on the plate and being done, and I left food on the plate. So now I have little grilled cheeses for tomorrow. And I know that to a lot of people that's going to seem silly, right? But for me, in my journey, that's a big deal. Having food left on my plate, I have this compulsory urge to finish it off. If I'm full or not, it doesn't matter. And I'm trying to work through that, right? So instead of eating all of them, right, I was able to leave a few and have them for lunch tomorrow. So, it's those little baby steps, right? And I feel really good about that. And I don't expect you to understand. It's okay. I'm sure somebody is watching this and they're like, really, Allie? Little baby grilled cheeses? You're really freaking excited about that? trust me, everybody has their thing that they have to work on, right? For me, that's one of those things. So anyway, I am not going to be taking laxatives every day like people recommend in the support groups. I feel like if I have to do that, then something's wrong. I am going to make sure that I'm eating plenty of fiber. I am going to make sure I'm staying hydrated, which I think is where I went wrong. So, yeah, I guess the takeaway for this week is maybe I should start tracking how much liquid I'm drinking. And thankfully, I got a whole bunch of water flavor enhancers and a new electrolyte flavor because I get sick stuff really quickly. So I'll make a video on that so you guys can see what all I'm using for 0 calorie water flavoring funness. So anyway, if this video was helpful for you, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Feel free to leave your comments down below. I do respond to every comment. Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked by a Kevin again. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Chicken, bacon, it's bacon, but it's chicken and it's bacon. Everybody loves bacon, but it's better when it's chicken and it's bacon. Chicken bacon.